Welcome to the 5 Pillars of SharePoint Governance video. Governance is a hot topic in the SharePoint community, and rightly so. As we explained for the first time in our blog post, Governance 3.0, we see it as being a fundamental building block that supports a successful SharePoint implementation that can add significant value to your organisation. SharePoint governance is not just about doing the technology right. SharePoint projects are fundamentally people projects, so governance is about leveraging the platform to enable your organisation or clients to achieve their vision, strategy and goals. This video, brought to you by 21 Apps and narrated by me and Clay, seeks to explain to you the purpose of the 5 pillars of SharePoint governance and give you a simple visual method for articulating this to your team, customers and business. We hope you enjoy this video and we look forward to your feedback. We see SharePoint governance as being an infinite cycle of activities. For this reason, the first pillar, continuous improvement, exists both in isolation as a pillar, but also as a fundamental part of all the other governance elements. Continuous improvement should facilitate measurable, ongoing organisational effectiveness improvements and enable business-led change through the SharePoint platform. As your organisation evolves, as your usage matures, then your SharePoint implementation must also evolve. As I have said previously, SharePoint projects are people projects, and people are a fundamental part of all organisations. Business technology alignment therefore ensures that the SharePoint platform aligns with the organisation's vision and strategy with clear, measurable business outcomes. Everything that we do as part of a SharePoint project, and also through everyday SharePoint business use, must be aligned to that organisation vision and strategy. And we should be clear as to what the real difference is that the technology, feature or process has to our organisation. If we aren't clear or it doesn't have a measurable positive effect on our organisation, then we shouldn't be doing it. This is a harsh decision to make, but waste is bad, local optimisation can be bad, and we really shouldn't fall into the trap of delivering SharePoint celery for our clients. We need to ensure that business and technology are fully aligned and have a clear, shared understanding and shared commitment for what the organisation and SharePoint are seeking to deliver. Next up is information governance. Core to all organisations is the information, data, processes, records, knowledge, experience and expertise it contains. Most of this is created, consumed and driven by individuals in your organisation and external partners, and it is this collective intelligence that enables our businesses to prosper, innovate and achieve their organisational vision and strategy. Information, be it in the form of content, documents, images, videos, records or social interactions and connections, needs to be facilitated, managed and governed in order to deliver true value to an organisation. Information governance in the context of the 5 pillars is the wide scope of activities that ensures that any content you have, in whatever form it may take, that is held within, interacts with or is generated by the SharePoint platform is capable of adding value to the organisation and supporting its business outcomes now and in the future. Many of you will, I'm sure, have some level of information governance in place, maybe around records management or SharePoint site creation security, but you do need to continuously ensure that SharePoint fully supports the organisation's ongoing information needs in line with the project vision and organisational goals. Now let's move on. Perhaps the more familiar area of project governance. Again, I'm really sure that anyone watching this video will have within their SharePoint project some level of formal project management approach, perhaps Prince 2. At 21 Apps we recommend that you look to adopt an agile approach such as Scrum, or even look at Kanban or the Lean movement for inspiration on running your projects effectively. Whatever approach you adopt, it is key to ensure that the project and its stakeholders have a shared understanding and shared commitment to delivering both the technology and change management aspects of the project, and that they are aligned with the project vision and organisational goals. We should also consider at this point your SharePoint project team. Just because your project and stakeholders are aligned correctly doesn't necessarily mean that your project team are, and it makes absolute sense for you to ensure that the shared understanding and shared commitment extends through to your project delivery and support teams. If they are not aligned, then your project will come unstuck very quickly. A great way we have found in addressing this is to create a SharePoint Centre of Excellence within your organisation. Feel free to ask us how that works. final pillar is one that I know most of you will have no issues with. IT assurance. The key aim of this pillar is delivering assurance that the technology platform supports the project in achieving its project vision and aligns with the organisational goals both now and into the foreseeable future. This is one area that in our experience most organisations have a great handle on, and there is a plethora of tools, technologies and community expertise in this field to ensure that IT assurance doesn't become a weak point in your SharePoint strategy. That said, it is one thing to have a SharePoint farm that is performant, scalable and resilient. It's another thing ensuring that as your organisation evolves, business usage of SharePoint matures and technology changes, that your SharePoint platform can continuously adapt to cater for new business requirements. So let's recap on the 5 pillars of SharePoint governance. The first one is business technology alignment. Second, we have information governance. Thirdly, project governance. Fourth, it's IT assurance. And the fifth one is continuous improvement, what I feel is probably the most important one. I hope this video has proved to be of value to you. Drawing a diagram like this to explain the 5 pillars of SharePoint governance is an awesome way of getting a shared understanding. And don't worry if you can't draw, you can always get 21 Apps to come and facilitate a governance session with you for your clients. So to end this video, thanks very much for your time and attention. If this content resonates with you, then perhaps our SharePoint Governance Kickstart offering may be of use to you and your clients. Feel free to get in touch with us at www.21apps.com and see how we can help you deliver SharePoint awesomeness today. Cheers.